Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lush Gardener. I hope you guys are fine and are safe. So this is an update on the Crassula Tetragona cuttings that I had done. Now as you can see, the cuttings have not yet rooted. They are still waiting, so I have still kept them outside. They are looking a little fresh, and I have seen that there is a new growth that is coming up at the base, but as of now there are no roots, so all I have to do is just wait. I'm not going to put them into the soil until and unless I tend to see the roots. Probably another week or so. I'm going to give them another week or so, and probably they will root by then. As of now I do see something growing, but I'm not very sure if that's the roots. I don't think that's the roots yet. But the good part is the cutting that we had done. This is the mother plant that we had cut, and you can see it has already started putting out new growth. So this is the new growth on the cutting that we just made. Remember, we left the half of the stem, the mother stem, in the pot itself. I haven't moved the pot, and the stem is just sitting in that, and it has put out a lot of new growth. So it all depends, guys, because a lot of people ask me questions, why are my cuttings not rooting? It all depends upon the environment. Some of my cuttings are like, all of these cuttings have not yet rooted. It takes some time. Some of them tend to root faster, some of them take a lot of time. I had done a cutting of, at the same time when I was doing this cutting, I had also done a cutting of my Crassula Red Pagoda, and you can see the Red Pagoda has already started to put out roots. But none of these guys have put out any roots. You can see these are still waiting to put out roots. So a lot of times people get little panicked that why are my cuttings not getting rooted. It all depends upon the succulent. It all depends upon your environment. Some of the succulent varieties will root faster compared to the others. Some will take even more longer time. What matters is that the succulent is still doing quite well. Do not pressurize the succulent by putting in any chemicals or putting in some water, because a lot of people think that if you're going to add water, the roots are going to appear faster. That's not the case. A lot of times if you're going to add water, most probably the succulent itself will start to rot, because there are no roots for the succulent to absorb. Roots are the most important thing. Only when there are roots, that is when the succulent can absorb any kind of moisture or water. Like now this one has already started to root, so it's all ready to be put into the pot. But again, when I'm going to put this into the pot, I'm not going to water it immediately. I will wait for at least 2 or 3 days, or in this case, because it's completely hydrated, I don't see any wrinkles, so I can water this one after even 4 or 5 days. So that's absolutely okay. But if your succulents do not have any roots, there is no point of adding water, because it will not be able to absorb anything into the plant, and most probably this might start to turn darker in color, which indicates that's an early sign of rot. So all I have to do is just wait. I have to give the same care for my mother plant. It has already started to put out the pups. It will take a lot of time. I think it is going to take another year for it to start looking like the actual Crassula Tetragona. It's going to take at least a year, because it's a slow growing plant. It takes a lot of time. So as of now, I have success with the mother plant. The mother plant is doing quite well. So now all I have to do is I have to just wait for these cuttings to get their roots. Once they get their roots, I most probably might add them back again into the same pot, so that they can do quite well. So guys, that's all about this video. So if you have any cuttings that are that you're waiting for them to root, just have some patience. They will root at some point of time. The only issue is that if you're going to hurry and do something that is not supposed to be done, like adding water, then definitely the cutting will start to rot. So you have to have a lot of patience. They will tend to put out the roots. Probably not today, probably not tomorrow, probably after a week or so, it will start to put out roots, because the succulent itself wants to live. It will put out roots as and when it feels like it's running out of water. It will start to put out roots from the plant. So all you have to do is just have some patience and wait, and trust me, the roots will appear. I will keep you guys updated as and when these will root. As of now, they have not rooted. None of them have roots. Okay, I just happened to check now. I think my Sedum Adolphi has the roots. You can see this. My Sedum Adolphi has roots, but I think most of my Echeveria, that is the pink Echeveria, they do not have roots yet. Probably it's going to take a while for them. Even my Aeonium also does not have roots yet, so I have to just wait. But luckily I happen to notice only one of the Sedum. So it's only one of the Sedum that has roots, and I think this is my Graptopelaum. Let me check. Okay, so this is Graptopetalum paraguanis. So that one also has put out a small little root. So as of now, there is only 2 of them that have rooted. That is my Sedum Adolphi and my Petalum paragonis is the only ones that have put out small little roots. They're just on their way, but other than that, they are just waiting. So I'm just going to wait for them. I'm not going to be doing anything. I'm just going to be leaving them on this dry surface so that they can root. So guys, I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe, and keep planting.